A strange imbalance is shaping the battlefield in West Asia. Iran is attacking with drones that cost tens of thousands of dollars, but the United States of America and its allies are forced to fire interceptors worth millions to stop them. That is the financial paradox of modern warfare. Tehran may not dominate the skies militarily, but it is turning cost itself into a weapon. By flooding the battlefield with low-cost kamikaze drones, Iran is forcing the United States to burn through expensive missiles, interceptors, and limited defense stockpiles. Today we ask, is Iran rewriting the economy of war? And can the United States sustain the costly air defense battle if the war continues? The number reveals the imbalance. Iran's Shahid drone costs between $30,000 and $50,000 to build, but intercepting them with advanced air defense system is vastly more expensive. A Patriot missile interceptor can cost more than $3 million per shot. THAAD interceptors used against larger threat can cost as much as $10 to $12 million. That means a single cheap drone can force the United States to fire missiles worth dozens or even hundreds of times its cost. Iran's strategy is simple but effective. Instead of relying only on precision missiles, Tehran is flooding the battlefield with large numbers of cheap drones. Many are intercepted, but even a few that penetrate defenses can cause damage. More importantly, every interception forces US and its allies to expend expensive missiles and drain limited stockpiles. Shahid drone is simple, effective. It is about 11 feet long, carries explosives in its nose and fires directly into its target like a guided missile. Because it is small, flies low and uses commercially available electronics. Remember, commercially available electronics. It is relatively cheap to produce and harder to track than larger aircrafts. The drone can also be launched from trucks, allowing them to be hidden and deployed quickly across wide areas. To solve the cost problem, US is now searching for cheaper ways to counter drones instead of firing multi-million-dollar missiles. The Pentagon is experimenting with interceptor drones, electronic jamming systems and laser weapons. One example is the Coyote counter-drone system, which costs roughly $120,000 per interceptor. Even that is still several times more expensive than the drones it is designed to destroy. For years, the United States prioritized large advanced drones such as Predator and Reaper, but modern conflicts are increasingly dominated by small, cheap, expendable drones that can be produced quickly and cheaply. Now the Pentagon is trying to catch up. The DoD has launched a $1 billion program to accelerate production of low-cost drones that can be built in months ahead of years. Another concern is supply. Advanced interceptor missiles are not produced in huge numbers. Lockheed Martin delivered around 600 PAC-3 interceptors last year, a record production figure. But when hundreds of drones can be launched in a single attack, maintaining enough interceptors is next to impossible. This is why many analysts say Iran is pursuing a strategy of war by exhaustion. The objective is not necessarily to defeat air defense outright. Instead, it is to force adversaries to spend far more money defending than Iran spends attacking. Over time, that economic pressure can become a strategic advantage. Gulf countries defending themselves from Iranian drone attacks are increasingly worried about the cost of this war. Many of them have been firing expensive Patriot missile systems, interceptors to shoot down Iran's low-cost Shahid drones. But those interceptor stock are now declining, raising concerns about sustainability if the conflict drags on. Because of this imbalance, the Pentagon is now studying counter-drone tactics used in Ukraine, where cheaper interceptor drones are being used to destroy coming UAVs. And find a defense that does not cost billions. Even lasers are being tried. There's a laser beam system in Israel.